You're watching Fox 16 News at 9. Covering Hot Springs, Bryant, Little Rock, and all of Central Arkansas.
It just lingers on and on. It just, you think about it every day.
As of October 2014, more than 400 people are officially missing in the state of Arkansas.
My heart is broken. I just want closure. I just want to know where he's at.
Young children, teenagers, even adults, their whereabouts unknown.
A lot of times they disappear because they want to disappear.
For loved ones, it's a constant battle.
It's an everyday nightmare.
But in each case, they hold on to the only thing they can, hope.
You just pray and you ask God for strength.
Well, tonight we start a special segment on the missing. Over the next 4 nights, we will shine a spotlight on a number of random cases that have remained unsolved, and some of them for years. Our goal to spark interest, possibly new leads. We begin with a case tonight in Yell County.
You look everywhere. Still look.
Not easy.
No. You look at cars when they pass by to see if he could be in one of those. I mean, you don't know.
A sister still looking and hoping for answers 4 years after her brother went missing. On February 19th, 2011, Robert Wayne Cox disappeared from his Yell County home in Havana, Arkansas. How he ended up missing is still being debated. The sheriff's department isn't saying much, but his sister and dad are, along with a private investigator who's volunteering his own time, because in his words, there has to be justice for the missing. Had he ever ventured out into this area
No,
before?
sir. No, sir.
Getting to the last place Robert Wayne Cox was last seen takes a lot of effort,
Don't fall, Hodges.
even for the most able-bodied person.
I thought it was more over closer to the fence, to the left.
Now imagine navigating this terrain
Ooh, watch that thorn bush.
while being disabled. There's no way your brother could have even gotten over all this.
Oh, no. Or even, even farther up there where there was smaller debris.
In the early part of 2010, life was good for the 59-year-old. He lived here with his wife and kids in the house he helped build. He would work in the yard restoring antique trucks, and family was a top priority.
He was just always a good brother, a sweet brother. We was always close.
But in September of 2010, Lydia Carter says her brother's health took an unexpected turn.
Became very anxiety-ridden, didn't want to be still. He'd get in his truck and drive a lot.
4 months later, it got worse. His head started to dip. His back gave way, leaving him hunched over. And in November, he could no longer speak.
Was there any official diagnosis?
Not really anything official.
Testing for dementia was scheduled, but Robert never made it to the appointment. This brief home video shows just how difficult it was for him to even walk. So how could a man in this condition and who could barely see 3 feet in front of him
I still think it's over here a little bit more.
end up in a clear cut like this and simply vanish without a trace?
Oh, I see it, yeah, right there.
Back in there.
Yep, right back in there.
This marker, which still stands today, was the last place he was seen.
What's it like seeing the marker over there for you after 4 or 5 years now?
Makes me sad.
Do you think that was the last place he was seen?
Nope. I don't.
The Yell County Sheriff's Department, state police, along with family and neighbors, scoured the entire field from top to bottom, searching barns, cars, even nearby wells. Like this one, only a few hundred yards away from her brother's home.
I just know that my husband and a couple of the neighbors had come down here and searched this with a hook pole.
They found nothing.
And then the rumor started, well, somebody drove through here and picked him up and hauled him off.
One such rumor, his body was dumped here at Spring Lake. Divers hit the water, sonar was used, but again, nothing was found. It's been that way ever since.
It's been pretty rough. It's been rougher on my dad.
I don't understand it.
Gene Cox thinks about his son every single day.
I get up at night and go out and look.
You still look for him?
comes to me in my dreams.
A dream he hopes one day will no longer haunt him
I'd like to know what happened to him.
or his daughter.
Don't know if he's alive, if he's dead.
What's that like?
It's an everyday nightmare.
A death certificate was issued 18 months after Robert Cox was reported missing. But according to Chief Deputy John Foster, who I talked with, he's with the Yell County Sheriff's Department, the case is still active. He also had this to say, and I'm quoting, "We wish that we could share more information, but since this is a complex, active investigation into an incident which occurred under suspicious circumstances, we have to consider all possibilities and maintain the integrity of the investigation." Investigators also tell me if anyone has knowledge about what happened to please come forward. And one other important note that I want to pass along to you. This afternoon, I did talk to a family member of Robert's widow who told me Robert's disappearance has been heartbreaking for them as well, and they too want closure. For more information on the Robert Cox case, go to fox16.com right now. I've also posted a Web Extra interview with a private investigator who for the past 3.5 years has been looking into this case on his own time, what he thinks happened and why he believes there needs to be justice for Robert Wayne Cox.
Well, Kevin, tomorrow night at 9, part 2 of The Missing, I am going to introduce you to the family of this man, Tommy Swan. He's a North Little Rock man who disappeared more than 2 years ago. And like so many other missing person cases, his family is heartbroken and devastated. They still can't believe the uncertainty has gone on for so long. Tommy Swan's fiance recounts how she felt when she realized the love of her life was gone.
I felt like my world had tumbled around me because now we don't know where he is. No one has heard anything. And then on top of that, I feel like I'm by myself now.
Well, check out my story tomorrow night as we continue to explore some of the missing people in Central Arkansas. And tomorrow night, I'm also going to tell you what you can do ahead of time if you fear someone close to you could come up missing. It's tomorrow night at 9.
That's some good information to have well in advance, in your back pocket, if you will.
In your back pocket. The question is it something you really want to do? Maybe not.
It might be something we should all do, though.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, good point.